Hello everyone, this is Clausius and I'm back with another Go video, and I apologize for the noise in the background. Quarantine has messed a lot of things up, and I'm in another building and it's really hot and that's the AC and I have a bunch of cats, so I apologize. However, I do have this out and I was able to make this because of quarantine and everything else. And this is the Go Club Simulator. So basically, if you've been following my channel or following what I do, I had like a hobby project, which was my own Go server in a 3D environment, and that was a hobby project that I worked on and off for a couple years now. Well, recently the virus has happened and everyone's been in quarantine, and a bunch of stuff has happened, and all the Go clubs around the world are kind of getting shut down and you can't really meet up anymore. And it kind of bummed me out, and I was thinking about what I could do for it, and I released a video recently over if you wanted to join up on the Discord and everyone wanted to meet on there, then I encouraged everyone to use it. But reading an article, I actually got inspired to make this. The article was over some people using Skype, and they were using their webcam to look at their Go boards, and that way they could see each other's Go boards but still have a conversation and stuff. And that kind of inspired me. I was like, hey, I can help with that. I can't really make Skype or anything, but what I can do is rework my hobby project. So I kind of like broke it down and reworked it into something that hopefully would be useful for the Go clubs around the world, to utilize as a tool for their Go club meetings until the quarantine is over. And yeah, so let me go ahead and show you what this is. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. If you want to join our Discord, you can do this right here. But if you have your own Go Club Discord or Skype or whatever, then of course you can do that. But this program is kind of meant to be used alongside voice chat or some type of chat system that is not built into the server. But what this is basically a server that you log on and just join a room, and you and your Go Club members can join a room. So you click play, and then you will have your own room name. This room name is private, so just share it with the people that you want to share it with. So I'm going to call it Go Club, and then I'm going to create. And what this will do is pretty much spawn you as this little bean character. You can't really see it on this without other people being in here, but it'll spawn you this little bean character. It's kind of like a standalone character with your username above your head. And what this is for is to pretty much give you a place to meet up and play Go. So you can see it went, I reworked it from, instead of having one Go board where you played in an environment, you actually can join and walk up and just start playing Go. And you kind of use voice chat or whatever. And this kind of works like I kind of tried to make it sort of a simulation, so there's not really any rules implemented, and I didn't really want to spend too much time on rules and everything. I kind of wanted to get this built and out to everyone as soon as possible because I wanted everyone to have something to use. So if you want to play a game, you just simply pick your color that you want to play, and you and your opponent will play stuff over the board. And if you want to review, you can just utilize like 3, which will switch colors, but it does not have any rules enforced. So there's no capture rule. You have to actually pick up the stone, and then you can clear the board with 0, and anyone can utilize the board. So anyone can come over and place stones on the board or clear the board or whatever. So only let people in that you trust, but it's kind of like real life where you have to pick up your stone, you have to place a stone, and if you capture something, you have to pick up the captures. And if someone's watching, they're not going to just place stones on the board because that would be rude and weird. But if you wanted to play something like 5 in a row with someone, you could play 5 in a row instead of playing Go. You could play 5 in a row. You could play one color Go. You can do whatever you want. It's basically a simulation. So you can play stones, you can pick up stones, you can clear stones. So it's just it's a simulation for Go clubs. And I thought about having it so where the room owner can like moderate the board. So basically maybe a little settings icon right here, they could pop up and then set the rules of the Gobon. But that was it would be way too much for a rushed project. It would just cause it would be several weeks, if not months of work to try to get this out there to everyone, to debug it, test it, and everything else. And I really wanted to just get this out there to everyone to utilize. So I apologize, it's not as much as I originally wanted, and I had to cut a lot of features out, like the automatic counting, the rules and everything else, and bare bones it in order to get this out for everyone to use. But I wanted to give a way to support Go clubs to still potentially have meetings that are not as perfect, but hopefully will still capture that Go club feeling to where you can play a game, or maybe you just, let me actually increase this. Maybe you actually just want to come over here and look at your friends' games. You can look at their games. You can go back to yours, play yours, or maybe other people can watch you play or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of what this is. It's just a Go club simulator. There is counting. At any time, if you have questions about anything, you can just click on this, and it kind of tells you what it can do. But there is counting, but the counting is kind of like a modified Chinese rules. So I can place stones, and then I can maybe place some white stones. And when I count, I just go to the count, which is 5, and click the board. Black has 8, white has 15. It's basically like a modified Chinese rules. So it counts the stones on the board plus the area surrounded by a single color. So if there's a black stone in here, you have to remove the stones like you would in the stones removal phase. In real life, you have to remove those stones. You don't have to keep track of captures because it counts the stones on the board. So like Chinese rules, the captures don't really matter. So it will count for you, but it does not add komi, since I know different places have different komis, or maybe you didn't want to give komi, maybe have a no komi game if you're playing someone weaker than you or stronger than you. I wanted that to be on your own, or maybe you want to play handicap or whatever. So there's no komi added automatically. You just have to click this and then just add 6.5 or 7.5 to white score, and that's the result. So hopefully this will be useful for everyone to be able to utilize in order to have some sort of Go club meeting. Yeah, so that's what it is. So right now it shows users too, so there is a small little bug, but it's not like a perfect project, so I don't really care. But the idea is the users, just this is the thing to keep track of, is you can have up to 100 people online at the same time. I did use my funds that I generate from my following on Patreon, so if you support that, thank you so much. And thanks to that, I was able to pay for the server to have more than just 20 people online. So up to 100 people can join, and that is paid for by the patrons who support my YouTube channel and stuff. So everything on here is completely free and available for everyone to use. To get access to this, you just need to go to the website, which I will link in the description below. And this is basically clausius.itch.io/GoClubSimulator. And this is where you download it. So when you download, you can donate. This is completely optional, but if you want to donate to support the cost of the server and the time that went into building it, I highly appreciate that, but it is completely free, and I don't want you to feel obliged. This is meant to be for everyone to be able to utilize. So you just click no thanks, just take me to the downloads, and you can download it. There is a Windows version, a Mac version, and a Linux version, and you will download a zip file. If you need help installing that, or you don't know how to work a zip file, just message me on Discord or send me a message wherever, or maybe have a friend help you out that knows a little bit about computers. Most people, I think, can handle a .zip file, but if you can't, I'm happy to help you install it. But this is completely free and should work for all 3 versions. And the last thing that I think is really important to mention is please keep in mind the version control. So when you log in, it'll actually tell you. Let me actually relaunch this. When you log in, it'll tell you what the version is at the bottom. The other members that are joining your room have to have the same version. So you can see it's a US region. The region I made US, that way everyone can join anywhere. So people in Europe can join people in the US or Asia or wherever. Because if you're not in the same region, you cannot join the same people. And I didn't want people to have to worry about that, so I kind of just made it the US by default. Then you go into the version, which is the version 3.2 of the alpha stages, and then this 2.3 is actually the network version that I'm using. So just make sure this version is exactly the same on everyone's client. The only one you really have to worry about is this 3.2. That one's updated automatically whenever I release a new version. So as long as everyone's on the same version, which is 3.2 right now, then you should have no trouble hooking up and connecting and just joining a room, hopefully with no issue. If you have issues, send me a message. I'm happy to help you out. I'm happy to help you guys set up. But yeah, this is basically me reworking my hobby project to make it available for the Go clubs around the world. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is a completely free project. I don't really expect anything from it. If you do donate to support the work and creation of it, I greatly appreciate that. It does help me out and does help me recuperate the loss that went into making this. But I just wanted to like help everyone out. And yeah, if the quarantine lifts tomorrow, that happy Go Club days. Go back to Go Club is perfectly fine. But for now, if you still want to have Go Club meetings, but you're stuck using Skype or something like that, and you want to recapture that Go Club feel, hopefully this will help you at least a little bit recapture that Go Club feel. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this Go Club simulator. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.